Apologies for that. That's Amaka, right? Amaka. So the floor is yours. Apologies for the name, right? Sorry. Before you start, I think we missed that. You have 7 minutes, and please abide with time.
Nigeria is currently undergoing an unemployment crisis, and currently, as we all know, there seem to be no end in sight. Nigeria is currently undergoing no end in sight. I'm here to talk about, and I'm here to talk about the challenge. Are there jobs? What is a major challenge? And the major challenge for my team today is unemployment. Now, I'd like to start with what exactly unemployment is about. Unemployment basically refers to, there's a definition given by the World Bank, and World Bank is saying that unemployment basically refers to the situation that refers to a total number of people that are currently available and are seeking jobs but are without work within the labor force. Now, with this definition in mind, please keywords here being seeking and availability. Now, with these words in mind, let's now think of a situation where you have you have so many people chasing after very few jobs. And the situation in the country has become so critical, and it's because of the economy. Now, the government has tried, the government and government create jobs, public sector also create jobs, but a lot of things are also being done that are almost making it impossible for the ratio between the people, the available jobs, and the people seeking the jobs. We have so many graduates coming out every year. As at last year, it was about 500,000 graduates out to even meet the people already in the labor market. So we have a lot of people there, and we're having a lot more people every year. And these 500,000 graduates are not just, they are just Nigerian graduates. Now, think of the other graduates from other countries, or rather other Nigerians that went to school abroad and they'll come back to Nigeria to look for jobs. And everybody is struggling for very few available jobs. So it's become a jungle, literally, a literal jungle. So you have an application is put out for a job, and they basically need only like 5 people, and you have like over 20,000 people, applying for that same job. And it becomes impossible to even decide on who to give the job to. And more so, some of these jobs are even pre-ordered, so to speak. In the government jobs, for instance, we're all aware of nepotism and the likes that goes on there. So people are coming out of school with so much uncertainty. You go to school and you're coming out with so much promise to say, oh, I'm going to get a job and build my career and the likes, but then you end up staying at home 4 years, 5 years, and nothing has happened. So it dampens your spirit. It makes everything quite difficult for you, and even really does help bring down the economy. Now, a lot of young people between the age bracket of 15 to 35, which is really the active um, age workforce age, are actually migrating to Canada, to the US, to the UK. Reason being why? What's the reason exactly? It's not they're not going for vacation. They are going to seek better for better jobs. And some of them can go to these countries and work 2, 3 jobs. But guess what? In Nigeria, you can't even land one. So what exactly is the issues? Are they creating jobs? Are they jobs? Yes, they are jobs. But the major issue is that these jobs are absolutely, completely, remotely not enough. So they are not enough to go around. They are not enough to, everybody wants to actually go where they can get something. Everybody wants to go to where they can at least you know that once you've graduated, your path is set straight. You have the skill. You are ready to work, and you are willing, because you also have to be willing is a key factor. And you're seeking for the job, or you're not getting the job. So these are the things that one has to consider in unemployment. And this is what is actually ravaging the economy, ravaging the not just Nigeria, ravaging the entire West Africa. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of countries that even the unemployment rates keep increasing, some in very alarming rates, all over Africa. So but if we continue like this, we cannot say there is something else outside of unemployment that's the major challenge of people not getting jobs. The truth is there are really no jobs. Also, I'd like to state that the reason why most of this unemployment, the reason why unemployment continues to be on the increase is the fact that the Nigerian economy also doesn't really help to build entrepreneurship. Now, if you're talking about businesses, the infrastructural facilities are not in place to enable businesses or encourage them. As a matter of fact, the Nigerian economy sort of literally stifles everybody's effort in order to build an organization. You have tax rates here and there. You have so many things. You have government policies and all of that that most probably don't even encourage, entrepreneurship. So it's also a major challenge for us in a major challenge in Nigeria that the young people are facing. Now, looking at all of this problem, the truth is unemployment is there and it's on the increase. So I would like to just state for a fact that how then what exactly will be the solution for us, as a country? It's important that both the private and public sector come together to understand that the people, to encourage people, to build people, to help them grow, to help them expand, to help them have even self-confidence in what they're doing. So if the government can do this, if the government can help create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive, for businesses to work, and also reduce, all we literally import everything, and reduce all our import rates, and even the monocultural situation in Nigeria where everybody depends on the oil price. And then recently the oil price just, went down the drain, and everything just became an issue, and people are losing their jobs and everything. If we're able to step out of that, if we're able to step out of that and do something bigger and do something, diversify, as it were, it will help to improve, it will help to reduce rather the rate of unemployment, and okay, to try to reduce the rate of unemployment, and in turn help young people to secure jobs. Thank you.
Round of applause. Thank you so much, Amaka, for that. I really did like your presentation. I actually wrote down a couple of points here. You actually gave some very powerful shots. So everyone, that was Amaka, and she actually spoke for unemployability is the major challenge that our youths are having today. Now, unemployment is the major challenge from Team ICE. Now we'll be having John Motte from Team Fire. I hope you are capable enough to be able to counter most of the very pertinent points she did give. The floor is yours, please.
Morning, everyone. My name is John Motte, and I want to stand on the existing protocol. I want to really speak about the fact that the problem or the challenge of the Nigerian youth is from the perspective of unemployability. And the truth remains that being a graduate does not really transform to being able to fit into the labor market in Nigeria. There's a skill gap between the scheme of work and the skills for work. When we went to school, we were taught according to the scheme of work in the classroom, and we were not integrated into the skill for work. The word of work is a word of skills, not only of qualifications. If we look at what is needed to be employed or to be employable, we see that educational qualification is not at the top of the ranking. We have the skills that are needed. The truth is, we have a lot of people, when we get to the world of work, what every employer is looking for is people that will solve a problem. Every organization was established to solve a problem. And the educational system we have did not train us to solve those problems. Now we are going back to the syllabus that our fathers used, and we have present realities that we are faced with. How do we defend the fact that a mechanical engineer that just finished from school has a car, is that has a car, but cannot service his dad's car? He still take it to the roadside mechanic. It shows that there's a skill gap. And that is what is actually needed in the world of work, the place of skills. So these skills actually makes one employable in the labor market. When we come to the labor market, what is required, what is expected of us is what we can bring to the table. So the case of employment really, I want to really state at this point that we cannot absolutely say that there are no jobs, because employment, the real definition of employment is getting paid for a job done. So someone that wakes up in the morning and goes to a supermarket and gets paid at the end of the month is actually employed. But whether we are gainfully employed or not is not the issue. The issue now is that what is making Nigerian youth not fit into the labor market? Because we see expatriates that don't even have as much qualifications as we have come into our country, and they come to pick up jobs. How do you want to justify the fact that you graduated as a student of computer science and cannot navigate through your laptop? You cannot even use packages on your system. We get to the place of work, we have tools that are required to work, but we are not equipped to use these tools. We don't have the skills to use these tools. We don't have the skills to translate these tools. I look at the 21st century employability skills that is needed. Educational qualification was not part of them. Being a graduate was not part of them. We're cascaded into three cadres. They put into three cadres. You have the process skills, you have the core skills, you have the personal skills. Now, in all this, being a graduate does not translate into having both the process skills, the core skills, and the personal qualities. We are looking out for people that are self-aware. A lot of people graduated from school without having any form of self-awareness. Where do they want to work? How do we want to work? What problem are we bringing to the labor market? The entitlement mentality that once I finish from school, automatically I should be employed is what we are moving with. But in the Western world, they have turned their educational syllabus to speak to the present realities of the environment. So our syllabus is not actually speaking to our present realities. We come out, and when we come for interviews, we speak in theories. We don't speak in practical terms. We don't speak about what problem we want to solve in the organization. And that is what every employer is looking for. So it is a case of employability. The truth is, if we go to any employer today and tell the employer, I am going to bring about XYZ solution, they will give us the job. Every organization was born out of a problem, and it is an unspoken word that is cascade that has been mentioned in their vision and their mission statement. It's an unspoken word. The problem of the organization is an unspoken word written in the vision and mission. But how do we now meet this problem? How do we now solve this problem and get to the labor market? So it's a case of unemployability. We need to have those skills, the resilience. We need to have the emotional intelligence. We need to have the problem solving skills. We need to have the analytical skills. It's not the biology, it's not the chemistry we studied, it's not the physics we studied that will get us that job. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Yes, please, a round of applause for you. It looks like the fire is beginning to melt the ice. I may be wrong, but I would suggest that the ice, you need more ice. Okay, I'm going to call the supporting team member of Team Fire to also give us a little. If you think your team leaders failed to mention a few things, you have the opportunity of 4 minutes, please, to quickly add, deduct, or contribute or buttress the points raised by your team lead. And to do that, we have Oluwayemi Okundano. Over to you, please.
Thank you very much. I stand on existing protocols. My name is Oluwayemi Ogundano, and just like my colleague has said, Nigerian graduates are really not employable. And it's based on the fact that right from school, we don't even train them on entrepreneurship. We don't train them on how to establish their own business on their own. Also, he has also said our curriculum is outdated. We are using the outdated curriculum. For instance, how would someone who studied agric not go to the farm? And when the person comes out of school, the person expects to be working in an office instead of the farm. How? Because they were not taught all those things in school. That's why they can actually not go and set up their own farms. But if they have been taught, if an agri student is being taught how to set up our own farm when they leave school, there will definitely be job. And if our education system also gives us the opportunity to learn entrepreneurship, people will be able to establish jobs on their own. We don't have to wait on the government to establish jobs on our behalves. Also, we do not have the really needed job experience. Our school curriculum doesn't give the opportunity for internship. Schools abroad, actually, you must go for a maybe 6 month course, while 6 month internship before you graduate school. There, you already know you get basic experience of the job. But in Nigeria, we really do not do internship, and we just expect us after school, when we get into the labor market, we know what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Fire. I'd like to call on the support for Team Ice to also give his own contributions.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Standing on existing protocol, my name is Tolu Lokwe Adetunji, and I'll be speaking on the motion that says that unemployment is a major challenge for the average Nigerian youth out there today. My good friend mentioned the other time that unemployability, the average Nigerian graduate doesn't have the required skills, the knowledge, and we have outdated curriculum. Yes, I quite agree that these are challenges in the labor market today. But I strongly believe that unemployment is a major challenge in the country at the moment. I'm looking at the NBS, the National Bureau of Statistics stats that were recently released, which says that about 21.7 million Nigerians are currently unemployed. And in these 21.7 million Nigerians, about 13.9 million of them are within the working age, within the age of 15 and 34. Are we saying that this 13.9 million don't have the required skills, don't have the required knowledge, don't have the required abilities to cope in today's world of work? My colleague mentioned the other time that a lot of Nigerians a lot of institutions are not giving students the required skills, the required knowledge that is relevant for today's world. But I want to put it to you that a lot of the young Nigerians are taking the pain, leveraging on online technology to upskill and for them to make themselves competitive in the average in the overseas. I have a friend that read physics in Nigerian university here. After his 4 years as a physics student, he developed himself as a software developer, and he's presently a software developer in Lithuania. It's simply because he was able to do that because the economy was receptive of such people. There are people with such skills, needed skills, relevant skills, even in this present century, but they can't simply find the opportunity to get to apply their knowledge, whatever knowledge they must have gotten as a result of what they got in school and what they did as a result of upskilling. So I want to strongly stand on the point that the major challenge for the average Nigerian, for the young Nigerian youth out there, is unemployment. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for that. We are going to afford both teams an opportunity to conclude on your debates. But before I hand over to you, I would like to also inform those that for some reasons didn't join us early that Team ICE is talking about unemployment, while Team Fire is making reference to unemployability. Okay, so who is ready to start? Who will be willing to give out the closing remarks first? Fire, ice. Okay, awesome. So please go ahead. You have 4 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we've been talking about unemployment and what the issue is. My colleagues have talked about the issue with unemployability. I'd like to give an analogy. Now, imagine you as a farmer, you walk into your stable of you have about 100 horses. Let me use the word 100 hungry horses, and you have just with you 5 apples, and these horses are hungry, and you have 5 apples. Question: do you have apples for them? Do you have food for them? Yes. But that food or the apple, is it remotely enough to cater for the number of horses you have? Absolutely no. So yes, jobs are being created. Yes, there's an issue with employability, but are these jobs adequate? Are these jobs able to go round? And the answer is no, because we have so many jobs. I beg your pardon. We have so many people struggling for very few jobs, and this has affected the economy in so many ways, more than we can even begin to imagine. There is brain drain, there is violence, there's a whole lot of other things, going on because of unemployment in Nigeria. Now, I give you I give you another example also concerning unemployment. We can't we can't say categorically that, oh, every Nigerian graduate is unemployable. There is unemployability because of skills and all the rest of them. They are willing, they have the ability, but sometimes the opportunity is not even given to start. So how does a fresh graduate, for instance, get the experience that you want them to get of 15 years, 10 years if they don't start? If they don't even start something. So there is no job to even start with. Everybody is migrating to go and get for greener pastures, which will continue to affect us as a nation, which will continue to affect our GDP. And as my colleague has also said, the numbers speak for themselves. We're not just talking about things here, we're talking about numbers, and these numbers are speaking for themselves. We can see the increase, we can see the rate, we can see how it's going, and we can see that at the rate at which Nigeria is going, if not something is not done, this country will be completely ravaged by unemployment and maybe probably empty. I give you another example, like a personal example. Myself, I am employable. I have the skill. I am willing to work. I'm within the labor workforce age, but I am currently not formally employed. So you cannot place everybody in that box to say that. What we can also say is that more jobs can be created. If more jobs are not created, Nigeria will continue to suffer. And I would just like to also close with this. If unemployability in Nigeria is the major issue, we won't be talking about people moving out. We'll be talking about people upskilling instead. But now everybody's upskilling, but then there's no job still. So we need to work on how we can get more jobs in order to ensure that we move the economy forward. Finally, the major challenge the major challenge in Nigeria concerning employment is actually unemployment and not employability. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Team Ice. We would like to hand over to Team Fire to give us their closing remarks. Please, you have 4 minutes for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, moderator. And I want to start on this note. I think we need to redefine what we mean by employment. There are different employment opportunities and there are different forms of employment available for the Nigerian youth. Now, for the fact that the Nigerian youths are not employable because they lack the skills to fit into the labor market, also gives an opportunity for another form of employment opportunity, which Nigerian youths don't utilize. For instance, there's an internship scheme that can be used, is a form of employment. There's a place for apprenticeship, is a form of employment. There are places for contract, is a form of employment. We are not, the argument is not about being gainfully employed. The argument is about employment and employability. When these skills are not there, there is no way every Nigerian youth could actually get a full employment or could be gainfully employed. We've not utilized all other sources of employment. So I stand to disagree with you that employment is not really the problem of Nigerian youth. It's not the problem of Nigerian youth. It's the employability. The moment, like I stated before, that we still have expatriates that are not as qualified as we are, but they come to Nigeria to still get the juicy jobs. What is the reason why they are getting that job? It's not just because they are the colored, it's because of the skills they come with to the workspace, to the environment. Also, I want to say this, that for every Nigerian youth to have a job, there are three questions we have to ask. Number one, what is our own personal goal? We have not actually set our personal goals. Our self-awareness level is actually very low. A lot of us came out of school and we're just looking for jobs anywhere, and we're not developing ourselves to even fit into any job. And then we are talking about those pays for getting exposed to get the skills. There are other schemes that can be used. The internship scheme is there, the apprenticeship is there, and different forms of employment, different forms of employment opportunities. So I am here to really support the motion that unemployability is the reason why most Nigerian youths are not employed. Thank you very much.
Round of applause, please. Thank you so much, Team Ice. Thank you so much, Team Fire. I can see ice really melting. I can see fire trying to stay alive. So now this is the time of judgment. Is ice staying or is fire going off? Now to the audience, please. You have 90 seconds, right, to vote for each team. The polls will be coming up very soon. Now, to start, for Team Ice, you have 90 seconds by voting either yes or no. If you feel Team Ice should keep standing, please type in a yes. Your 90 seconds starts now. Wow. Okay, ice is melting. Ice is melting. Okay, ice is solidifying back. Keep voting, please. Keep voting, please. $90 to get a buzzer. Okay. Okay, please use the poll. We have some few seconds left. Okay, I can see a question. Ice supporting. Okay, Team Ice actually were in support of unemployment. Apologies for that. I hope you got that. I hope you can all get the poll button on the device and there's no issue with actually selecting a yes or no. Okay, thank you. That buzzer just ends it. Okay, so as we can see on the screen, we have 64% saying Team Ice should keep standing. We have 34% saying Team Ice should completely melt. So now we'll go for the polls for Team Fire. So once we start, just the same way we did for Team, please, let's do the same thing too for Team Fire. Now your polling starts now. Okay. Fire burning, fire burning, fire burning. Please and please make use of the polling button. Okay, I can see comments. Team Fire. Yes. Make use of the polling button, please. Okay, yes. Okay. Now I can see the volatility. Yeah, the mix. This is nice. Oh, this kind of buzz itself. Thank you for that. It's fearful. Thank you for that comment. The truth about it is we don't not want you to make a mistake at all. That's why it's that loud. Oh, that comment. No. Make use of the polling button. Don't worry. A round of applause, please, to the audience for choosing a winner for today. Wow. Wow. So it seems from what we have so far, it seems people really like a chilled environment. Team Fire, I think your gas or your fire today wasn't enough to melt the ice. So I would like my co-moderator to please announce the winner, even if we all do know the winner. Thank you.
Thank you, Bitayo. It is with great pleasure that I announce officially the winners of our CIPM debate. They have chosen that it is because there are no jobs. That is why our young people are unemployed. They are Team ICE. They are Tolulope Adetunji and Amaka Eziadefe. Congratulations. I would like to I would like to officially announce to you that courtesy of the ANC Planning Committee, you've actually been, you have prizes, you have gifts awaiting you, but hey, everyone is a winner. With CIPM, everyone is a winner. So our Team Fire, I also assure you that you have some gifts for you. Congratulations, everyone. On this note, I'd like to officially, or we would like to officially draw this debate session to a close. Thank you to all our participants. We had 220 of you on the debate. We appreciate your feedbacks. We can see them. We really, really appreciate you. Please remember that the next session continues very quickly. We have a few minutes break, however, but we would continue very shortly. I would also like to, at this point, hand over to the chairman of the conference planning committee to officially bring the debate session to a close. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. A round of applause for the debate and a round of applause for yourselves for partaking in this debate session. Thank you.
Please, let's put our hands together for the moderator and also the debaters. That was a very, very interesting session. I'm sure a lot of us, the last time that we probably took part in a debate was probably in secondary school. So it was a good one. Thank you very much, our Ready to Market team. Thank you, our debaters. Thank you very much. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a short break. However, the next session will be starting right on time at 10 a.m. We will be starting the next session at 10 a.m. And it's going to be 5 technical sessions running concurrently. We'll be having 5 technical sessions running concurrently so that you'll be able to make your choice. Those sessions will only be running on the AirMeet platform. So this is only for delegates that have registered for this year's conference. Those sessions will only be on the AirMeet platform. So please find your way to the AirMeet platform. Check for day 2, 27th of November schedule, and you can check the sessions that we have there for today, which will start at 10 o'clock. The sessions are technical session 1 is going to be on Africa Leaders Roundtable on civil and public service reforms and transformation. Civil and Public Service Reform and Transformation. On that particular roundtable, we'll be having Mr. Dr. Edward Kwapong, the President, Institute of Human Resource Management Practitioners, Ghana. They were recently given the chartered status. So we'll have Dr. Edward Kwapong on that particular technical session. We'll also be having the founder, IQ Farm HR Services from Equatorial Guinea, Yolanda Asumu. So we'll have Dr. Edward Kwapong from Ghana and Yolanda Asumu from Equatorial Guinea. They will be discussing on civil and public service reforms and transformation. That is technical session 1. Technical session 2, and of course, we'll have Yemi Fashel, MCIPM, moderating that particular session. YF will be moderating that session. For technical session 2, is going to be on data analytics and reporting, leveraging technology to enhance HR decision-making process. Data analytics and reporting, leveraging technology to enhance HR decision-making process. That session, the speaker is Eitayo Ogumola, the CEO of UTIVA. Eitayo Ogumola, CEO UTIVA. It will be the speaker for that particular session, and that session will be moderated by Kumbi Adeoti, MCIPM. Mrs. Kumbi Adeoti, MCIPM, will be moderating that session. That session speaker is Eitayo Ogumola, the CEO, UTIVA. Technical session 3 will be on reimagining reward strategies for talent retention and business sustainability. Reimagining reward strategies for talent retention and business sustainability. And that particular session is going to be taken by Grace Omolamai, the Director of Human Resources, Nigerian Bureaus. Grace Omolamai, the Director of Human Resources, Nigerian Bureaus. She will be moderating, she will be speaking at that particular session. And that session will be moderated by Sadat. The 4th technical session is going to be on exploring new frontiers, the emerging workplace virtual team engagement and productivity. Exploring new frontiers, the emerging workplace virtual team engagement and productivity. That session will be taken by Mofoluwasho Ilebare. Mofoluwasho Ilebare. She is the HR executive, a confidence and life balance coach. And that session will be moderated by Yomi Fawahimi, MCIPM. Yomi Fawahimi will moderate that session, which we have the speaker as Mofoluwasho Ilebare. And the 5th technical session that will be running concurrently is going to be on talent management tools for the 21st century. Talent management tools for the 21st century. The speaker for that session is Olusegun Mojid, FCIPM, the executive consultant and head of practice for Bezali Consulting Group. Olusegun Mojid, FCIPM. He will be the speaker for that session, and that session will be moderated by Osia Sukushi, MCIPM, elected council members. So the 5 technical sessions will run concurrently. Please feel free to go on the schedule on Air Meet, click on sessions, go to day 27th of November, and then scroll down to select the session that you would like to be part of. The sessions will start at exactly 10 a.m. Thank you very much. For now, let's take a short break with some live music. Please also announce the lounge, the networking lounge is opened. The networking lounge is open. So please, you can also go to networking lounge and get to meet new people during this short break. You can also visit the arena to be able to engage with our exhibitors. You can also visit the arena to engage with our exhibitors. Thank you very much.
expansion across Africa can be exciting. However, it's complex and comes with a lot of challenges. Most business executives worry about compliance with the local laws and the ability to hire the right talent to ensure a successful market entry. And even when you get that right, without a good PEO, you will have expended more money and resources than necessary. At African Ally, we take the complications away with our end-to-end market entry solutions at a significantly reduced cost. Let's help you scale your operations compliantly within a few days and without the hassles of foreign entity setup. We'll provide the skilled talent, HR, administrative, financial, and logistics support your company requires to succeed. With 120 plus consultants over 16 years of experience, 500,000 pre-assessed and recruited staff, and presence in 9 countries across Africa, we are ready to support you in achieving your expansion goals successfully. Acquire the confidence you need to grow your business in Africa. Expand seamlessly with Africa Ally. Sign up now at www.africanally.com and enjoy our 3 months premium service office and solutions offer for free.
Hello colleagues, my name is Funke Amobi. The CIPM HR Best Practice Award is here again, and I'd like to invite you to participate. The award provides you an excellent opportunity to showcase your HR systems, practices, and standards as aligned with global best practice. It also provides an opportunity for you to show how your HR contributions have been aligned to your business agenda. You don't want to miss this opportunity. I look forward to seeing you at the award ceremony. Thank you.
Introducing Seamless Payday. Payroll that's hassle-free. Payroll that's compliant. Payroll you can run in minutes. Take a break from the math with Seamless Payday. Seamless Payday. Run payroll, hitch-free.
Setting up a physical assessment center can be quite challenging, from time and cost requirements to assessors dealing with extensive documentation, logistics, lack of scalability, and biased reports. PACs are more trouble than they're worth. Not to worry, we have the right solution for you. Workforce Resourcing Virtual Assessment Center enables you to conduct assessment for talents wherever and whenever, ensure an unbiased and objective reporting, create a great candidate experience, assess different competencies efficiently and cost-effectively. What's more, if you sign up today, you get to assess your first 3 candidates for free and qualify for a 20% discount on your assessment projects for the next 3 months. That's not all. Signing up today will also get you a 20% discount off the cost of developing one assessment instrument. Visit workforcegroup.com/virtual-assessment-center to sign up today. This offer is only available until 28th of November 2020. Stop stressing. Go virtual today.